Okay, I restarted the stream. Apparently, Twitch crashed for a moment. And I don't know how much you caught of that game, but honestly, it may have been just as well, because that was just a bad finish to the game. And by some sort of a miracle, it ended in a draw when my opponent had made in one as his time ran out. I turned my Switch. Well, turned off my stream and turned it back on, which seems to have worked, everyone. And yes, thank you, Chessbay, for telling people to refresh their page if they want to see more Hammer. I think we're good for another game. Just got to make sure that the this one stays up to the task. Can everyone see everything? Yes. So I'm gonna turn this one down, and then this chat up. I just got a video ad on your channel. Is that new? Asks Hiyata Man. Yes, I got an email from Twitch, I would say like a week ago, that they said that Twitch Prime subscribers will no longer get ad-free viewing. I guess I got that email because I have Twitch Prime. And that is unfortunate, but nothing really I can do with it. So Twitch Prime benefits have been reduced. Yes. I played this endgame so many times now. And every time I get into this, I really wonder, what is it the white players feel is good about this position? I mean, for the life of me, I cannot understand why anyone would think this is remotely better for white. As a matter of fact, it's probably better for black. I mean, why wouldn't it be? I have more space on the queen side, and my king is pretty well placed. It's very strange the way every time I play this in Internet Blitz, people choose this line, and they don't get anywhere with it. So b3 could be interesting. Could be fun. c5 is more the normal move, but then my king doesn't feel as safe anymore. I may have misplayed this. I'm open to that possibility. Yeah. Yeah, I did something wrong, but I find it hard to pinpoint exactly what it was. But something went wrong in this opening. Okay, let's do this. Okay, he castles. I guess. What am I going to do now? Am I afraid of d5? That's a pretty important question. I'm going to say no. So I'm just going to develop my pieces. It's good for me that this bishop is controlling some important squares close to his king, because that really reduces. Wow! What a guy! I mean, I would be terrified of this. I mean, what is he doing? He's voluntarily opening some really heavy artillery towards his own king. Wow, this man is one of the bravest men I have ever seen. But you know what they say? Bravery and carelessness. Well, it's not carelessness, but it's something similar. Bravery and something go hand in hand. Stupidity, maybe? Hmm. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. I feel like I'm completely winning. I mean, look at this king. All his pieces are... Look at this rook. This rook is never getting back into play. Okay, actually, his king position is okay at the moment, but now he has a problem with this bishop, because I'm threatening to take this one. And to stop that, he's going to use his rook, but then I use my rook, and we're nowhere closer to resolving the issue. You know what? He may actually manage to hold on here, but that does astound me. To me, it just feels like this should be game over. I mean, if I could now just get my bishop to attack this somehow. That's a good start. Ooh, I could have gone bishop here. Okay, but I get another chance. There's no defense against bishop takes a3. Actually, he can play rook a1. Okay, but now I'm going to sacrifice. Thank you, 7Vixer, with the 2-month Twitch Prime sub. Okay, so I gave away my rook for a bishop, but this guy's in trouble, this guy's in trouble. All his pawns are in trouble, and I also have a passed pawn. Let's give a check. Then go here. There's nothing he can do. Completely tied up. I mean, I'm just gonna go with my pawn, and there's absolutely nothing he can do. Okay, he actually did a good job of stopping my pawn, but now I have a new target. And he's gonna have to give up his rook. Let's go here. Now I'm going to go here, threatening this one, so he needs to go rook a8. But when he plays rook a8, I'm just going to use the king to help my pawn forward. And with 2 pawns extra, this is a win. Okay, so he chooses to go king f5, but that did not stop my main threat. And this main threat is so devastating that there's nothing really he can do about it. The pawn helped out with a rook behind. It is the most powerful thing in an endgame. Wait, you play Blindfold and read chat. No, not that much. I need a lot of concentration for the Blindfold, so I don't get the opportunity to read chat too much, as you may have noticed during the course of those last 5 minutes. Are you playing Viewers Hammer? Asks Chessbait. No, that's tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna be playing Viewers. Today I'm just playing against people close to my rating. Okay, let's take this one. Is it more powerful than 8 connected passed pawns? Asks Mayor. Probably not, no. You may have stumped me with a possibility I had not considered. Okay, b6. It's a bit risky by him, because if he takes back with the queen, now I have the double threat of bishop takes h7 and bishop e4. So he has now to give up this pawn. Or he can play f5, which he did, but now there's a terrible weakening of the e6 pawn. And I'm immediately going to put my pieces in a situation to attack this one. Thank you, Gordon, for the Twitch Prime sub. But what now? How to intensify the pressure? I feel like I'm letting him slip away way easier than I should have. Maybe I can do something like d5, but then he has knight b4. Okay, you know what? I'm going to play a strange move. I'm just going to go bishop d2. I'm letting him take here, but then I will have a very slight advantage going into the endgame because he has overextended himself with a pawn that should be further back, trying to help out the king. Oh, and he didn't take this pawn. That feels like a mistake to me. So I'm going to protect this guy, and then I'm going to increase the pressure here. Okay, I don't know what he's doing, because I'm going to take this one, and then he's going to be a pawn down. There's no Arena Kings today, Vladimir. There's no Arena Kings. That's why I'm playing here, as compensation for the Arena Kings. Instead of the Arena Kings, there will be a match between Maxime Vachier-Lagrave and the chess engine, I want to say Komodo, one of the very strong chess engines. Chessbay has all the information. She probably already wrote it in chat. Okay, now I'm going to go d5, and it's going to hurt for the queen and for the king. How to challenge Hammer, asks Black Hat. I'm not playing challenges right now. I'm playing against people of a similar rating on the Chess.com server. Chess.com bought Komodo. Well, then it makes a lot of sense. He's playing against Komodo. Yes. Okay, he's going to go queen c5, and I'm just going to take this one because there's a fork with e7 in the end of that variation. Yeah, he's going to resign now, I think. There's no hope. Okay, queen e7. He continues fighting. I'm gonna take this one, threatening bishop d6. Ooh, and he stops bishop d6 with knight b7. But look at this move. I'm very happy with this move. Boom! Booyah! Oh no, he saw that one, and he can take on c4. I celebrated way too soon there. Way too soon. I celebrated far too soon right there. Okay, so we're still fighting. Now he has to go knight d8. And then this move. And then this move. It feels like he shouldn't be able to defend this. Maybe I should have gone queen c8, actually. No, because then he had rook. Yeah, but then I could have taken the rook. Yes, I should take with the rook. Because then rook e8 is checkmate on the next move. So he's going to go king h8, and then I can go queen c7. And that's going to be the end of it. Very good. Good game and a rematch. Okay, another Caro-Kann maybe? Does Hammer have any chess VHS? Are you asking me if I have like an old school videotape with chess content? You know, I might actually. I might have some of Simon Williams's very early stuff. He had some kind of nickname at some 20 years ago. It wasn't Ginger GM, but it was something else. One of my very first chess books was Danny King. Okay, I may have fallen into a specialized variation because this feels scary. He's playing his moves so quickly, and there are some unpleasant threats. Hmm. Yeah, this doesn't feel great. I'm gonna take this one and then probably this one. Then this one. Probably this one. And then what to do. Then what to do. Could try sacrifice. Yeah, let's just protect the bishop for now. the knight, and then see what happens. If I can get in knight d7 and bishop f6, life would be okay. Ooh, but he's gonna play queen a4. Now life is not okay. It's not okay at all. Such trickery. Okay, I'm gonna try something crazy. I'm gonna try this. I feel like I need to turn the tides of this game, and this will get him thinking for a little bit, I hope. Knight back to a4. I was kind of hoping this was going to be a problem for him, but I guess it's not. He can just play the bishop to e5. So I should chase the knight instead. But now I'm down a piece for no good reason. Okay, I'm down 2 pieces for no good reason. I forgot he had his bishop there. Yeah, I have not been crushed like that in a very long time. That was yeah, that was not great. Okay, let's do bishop b5 check. Castles. Go bishop d3, I guess is what the cool kids are playing. Well, now I get the extra option of going bishop f1. So normally black doesn't play this way, precisely for that reason, not to allow the bishop to get all the way back to f1, where it's not, you could say that it's going back to start, but also it's not standing in the way of the other stuff white would like to do. What's your rating? Asks Drewsef. My real life rating, if you consider that a thing, is 2662. Currently number 81 in the world. Who made your Wikipedia page? Asks Udai. I don't know. Isn't that kind of the point of Wikipedia, that you don't know? It's just some guy. I think Gega has written some of it, but honestly, I don't like the Wikipedia page. I think that when you have like, ooh, that's very clever. Suddenly he became very sneaky, this guy. Okay, he's gonna play rook takes f3, but it's fine. Okay, knight takes is not really dangerous. This I had under control. Yeah, I was about to say that. I think the fact that so many different people have contribute to the same thing makes you lose some of the form in the text. So right now, for instance, I think it's very messy. I mean, it's just random information scribbled together without some kind of a larger framing, which I think is probably reasonably common for Wikipedia, since no one person is in charge of any text. Have you ever reached 2700? Yes, for a couple of months. I was 2700, and then it didn't last for as long as I had expected. You look very young on your Wikipedia page, says Midnight Fox Data. Yeah, I guess I'm like 15 in that picture. I guess it's because it's the only picture available that has a Creative Commons license. It's not my vacation self. It's my tax dodging self, maybe. I'm thinking. This account is anonymous. Was my thinking, and then I thought, where do anonymous people live? And then I thought, well, Cayman Islands, of course. That's my thinking behind choosing the Cayman flag. Okay, so now I'm gonna take this guy. I'm pretty sure that I can take him more than he can take me. So we take, take, and then probably something like rook d7. e6. Okay, that's very strange. Because now I get the d file. Unless he has a rook on d8, in which case I just blundered a rook. But no, he did not have that. Now he wanted to go king f6, so I'm going to stop that by playing g5. And now I also want to activate my king. Oof, I allowed him to play rook f5. I'm not sure I should have allowed that. That may have been a mistake. Okay, let's take this one. He takes with the bishop. Probably same difference. Maybe I should have gone g4. No, because I needed to be ready to play f4 when he plays king d6. But if I get the opportunity, my rook is actually kind of running out of squares. Oof, it's very running out of squares. You know what? I'm actually in trouble here. My rook doesn't have anywhere to go. This is weird. I'm worse. How can I be worse? All of his pawns are on light squares. This is shocking. How can I be worse? Wow. Unbelievable. Okay, let's try. I don't even know what to play. Okay, let's try this. And then this. And then back. Because now he doesn't get control over the d file, so he cannot put his rook into play. I have increments, so I'm fine on time. I needed to find the correct way to play right there, because he was about to infiltrate with the rook to d1. Wait, what just happened? I'm very confused. Oh, he just blundered the bishop. Okay, see, I'm fine. No cause for concern. Yeah, I always get suspicious when I'm playing blindfold and my opponent blunders. Because it never really feels real. I always kind of think, oh, I must have forgotten where some of the pieces are. Never doubted you, says Q. Thank you for your faith. Never doubted you. Zebsi did doubt me. Time! Exclamation point, exclamation point, exclamation point. Yeah, I saw. I wasn't concerned. Have faith. Faith, guys. I'm not gonna lose on time. I got my shit together. Hammer is such a beast, says Gordon. Thank you. Who knew hammer time was a religion? Well, as long as I'm not the sacrificial lamb of anything, I'm fine with being a religion. But if being a religion entails that I need to be hanged on a cross, I'll pass. This is pretty strange opening play, in my opinion. Let's just go here. And go here. You know what? I'm just going to take this one. Let's not make it overly complicated. And then get the bishop out. If I castle now, will I get hit by some bishop takes h7? It actually is a possibility. So I'm going to play h6 like a chicken. You know, just in case it works. I'm not saying that it does work, but I'm saying in case it works. Yeah, but on the other hand, I now allowed him to get a very easy plan here. Yeah, that was probably not clever. Yeah. Not brilliant play right now. Oof. I'm kind of nervous about my queen getting trapped. I'm not at all nervous about that move. Terrible move, because now I get this square for my knight, and I also get this square for my bishop. Okay, so if he goes here to give a check, probably I can just take back. Minchafide is just getting into chess and is wondering for tips on how to get better. Chat, do we have any tips? What if Hammer had speech to text notation? Would be cool, says Hamn Viking. Yeah, maybe. Have you heard the what's his name? The crazy guy. What's his name? Some Russian. I guess they're all crazy. Maybe he's Ukrainian actually. The one that Andrew is using. He has some kind of plugin which gets commentary from The guy whose name I cannot remember. Komarov. Thank you, Vic, sir. Komarov is the guy. Yes. I mean, basically, I could use that app, right? But it feels like... You know what? He's not really... I mean, he put his queen here thinking that it was going to be all that great. But I don't think it is. I mean, when we get down to business, what is the queen really doing here? Not much. I would say not much. Okay, I'm being a bit childish with this trap, but it's also a move that defends the bishop so that I can go rook b7 next move. So it's a trap, but with some kind of deeper purpose. Okay, he saw the trap, but you know, it's still a decent move because it had some purpose. Now we're going to use the fact that I have an extra pawn in the center, and we're going to push these pawns. Push them, baby. Are those special transparent blindfold glasses? Ah. They have the price of special transparent glasses at the very least. Hey Hench. Hey Archer. How are you guys doing? I'm just winning some games without seeing the board. I've actually had a good session today. But I think I was slightly underrated going into it. I gained a couple of rating points. And now Mladen from Serbia is about to feel these pawns pushing up the board, creating quite a bit of trouble in the process. Ooh, I cannot play this move. Yes, okay. I guess I'm gonna go here instead. Ooh, and he blundered the same trick we were talking about earlier. That's kind of funny. He ended up falling for the same trick, but in a different style. D5 is supposed to be just bad. Man, you didn't get the memo, Mladen. This is just bad. Okay, so he's playing this on purpose to get some kind of a Benoni structure. The thing is, the Benoni is bad, but it's so difficult to prove that it's bad. Which, and also these kind of Benoni structures are so tricky. So very often you end up thinking, well, I'm definitely much better. And you end up not really accomplishing much after all. Okay, I'm going to play bishop f4, and then I'm going to reroute this knight to c4. And together, both of these pieces are going to put pressure on the d6 pawn. And also the fact that I have my bishop here means that for the moment he cannot play knight d7. However, if he plays knight h5 now, I have no idea what to do. So there's that. Yeah, I have no good response to knight h5. And of course he does it because it's very clearly the best move in the position. Okay, I don't know about f5. I feel like he had the opportunity now to go here. But yeah, I guess f5 is pretty good as well. Okay, he's having some trouble with this pawn. I guess he's going to play a6 to prevent me from going knight b5 and just capturing. But on a6, even knight e4 is interesting. Okay, so he plays queen d7, which kind of has the same idea to take control over this square. And then I'm gonna go takes here. He's gonna take this one. I'm gonna take this one. And then I don't really know what's going on. He can take this one. But then I have some options. Now I'm threatening the bishop, which is a bit of a problem for him. Never mind. Apparently he thinks that's no problem. Okay. I think I'm going to take this one. If he takes with the bishop, I'm going to go e3. No, I cannot go e3, but he took with a pawn. So it doesn't really matter that I miscalculated that variation. However, these knights are in huge trouble. Yeah, I'm probably just dead. Because these knights are very dependent on each other. And I don't see how I can get away with, well, both of them, really. Okay, I'm a bit panicked. I'll be honest with you. Okay, that was some next level move. Not sure it was good though. Let's go here. Anyone doubting me right now? I know you are. Always some doubters out there. Ooh, actually knight g5 is a brilliant move. Wow. Oh, he could have taken on g5. He made a mistake. Okay. Oh, it's check. It's check. I missed that it was check. I thought I could go queen b3. I completely forgot that it was check. Oh, and now he doubles to win the knight. Yeah, okay. Good game. Mladen. I got myself into a lot of trouble early on. If only I had If only I hadn't missed that it was check, I think this could have worked out. Uh, but it was check, and then I kind of collapsed. It's not a New Zealand flag, it's the Cayman Islands. I should not have believed, says DeLorean. Yeah, sorry. Sometimes you have faith and still things turn out in a bad way. Can you play Fortnite blindfold? Well, some would say I cannot play Fortnite even when I'm looking at the screen. Any plans to do blindfolded four-player chess? No. That's not gonna happen. Four-player chess is more than enough difficult as is. I agree with what Max is saying. He says, I think everyone can play blindfolded. The question is just how many moves. So you cannot play chess without having the ability of visualizing the board in your head. Or at the very least, you cannot play chess at a low level without being able to do that. Because I mean, even my dad, to give an example, even my dad has the ability to think, well, he goes there, I go there, he goes there, I go there. And in essence, when we calculate, it is blindfold play because we calculate without moving the pieces on the board. So it's visualization skills, yes. Apparently, Udai has some Fortnite skills because he describes watching me play Fortnite with Botes was traumatic. I mean, I know we're bad, but are we that bad? Jug Morto with a 2-month resub. Too blind, too slow. Yeah, that's right. Even my dad, yes, it's true. Even my dad can calculate. If I learn to play chess blindfold, do I get better at calculating? Asks Hum Viking. Um, and I'm gonna say, yeah, I really do believe that blindfold is good calculation practice in chess. My dad is not even 1,000 rated player. I mean, my dad has a rating of, I think, like 780. But I mean, he can calculate. It just at the end of the calculations, he tends to be like a piece down most of the time. Okay, we're gonna do some more games. No, I did not come from a chess family. There's absolutely no history of competitive chess in my family until I started playing. I can relate to your dad, says Soulset. Yeah, I think most people can. It's pieces have a tendency to drop off, even when you had a big plan. Why a 2330 rating on this account and 2750 on the other? Asks Stole My Poll. It's because on this account, I exclusively play blindfolded. And when I do not see the pieces, I am unable to keep the same level as I can keep when, you know, being able to see the pieces. Okay, we're gonna play some funkiness right now. And the funkiness we're about to do is g5. And no one can stop us doing what we would like. You know what? I'm going to try something new. Normally I put the knight here, but since it's still on g8, why not try to get it on this square instead? Okay, that may be a good reason why. Okay, I probably need to take this one. But now it's very, very bad that I have kind of overextended myself with this thing. I would rather have my pawn back on f7, protecting this guy. Okay, we're gonna follow up with knight e7, because maybe we can do some blockading on d5. Yeah, that's gonna be our plan. Then we're gonna get this queen out of the c-file and hope for the best, basically, because our king is in a precarious situation. This rook pointing down, possible diagonals here. Castling queenside isn't really going to happen with this stuff over here. So, yeah, not optimal king situation at the moment. Let's just put the bishop here. If nothing else, it's doing a good job of covering the. That hurts. That move hurts. But on the other hand, is this not a free pawn? Let's try to treat it as if it's a free pawn. Oh no, he has bishop d3. Yeah, he has bishop d3. So let's take this guy instead. I mean, if I'm gonna suffer, I might as well suffer with a pawn up. That's a pretty good Norwegian principle. If you have a bad position, at the very least, you can have a pawn up in the bad position. Okay, this is not good news because he's about to give a check. Yeah, that hurts. It hurts. Very painful check. If I take with the pawn, then he plays bishop c3. Also very painful. Yeah, I'm just dead. I don't even see anyhow I can fight. Try to survive. Okay, let's go for a walk. Let's take the king for a nice little walk over to the queen side. So queen f7, king c8, queen d7, king b8. Okay, my guy had other plans, but I'm just going to keep running. Just keep running. I have a good bishop. I mean, that's the only good thing about my position. I have a good bishop, a good knight. And I'm not yet checkmated. Okay, so he moves his bishop. What should I do? I guess I'm just gonna keep running. Keep running away. But if he goes queen f7, then I cannot go king a7 because of knight takes c6. So it's still a bit of a pain. Actually, this may have been a bad mistake going here. I feel like nothing good really came of that. Okay, let's go here. Oh no, he has check and then here. Ugh. Yeah. Still, I mean, if I could get my rook on this G file, I could create some threats. But it seems like it's going to be difficult to make happen. Ah, and now queen c7. And checkmate on b6. Yeah, c'est la vie. Oh, he made another move, but I was not ready for that. And I lose on time. Linolam asks, what PC do you have? I did not build it on my own, but it was, I don't know. It's a good one. It just has a pretty bad graphics card because it's starting to get pretty old, and I think there's been a lot of development in graphic cards the last 4 years. So basically, I have a good computer, and if I get a new graphics card, it's going to be top tier even today. My knight was watching over c7. Ah, Hamviking. My knight was protecting. So I gave up on that game a bit too soon. My knight had c7 under control. Oh, that's too bad. Are you going to commentate the chess championship on Norwegian TV? Asks Alfie. Yes, I will be doing commentary on VGTV during the World Championship match. Chess Bay is telling everyone that MVL versus Komodo is coming up for the next 3 hours. There is not going to be Arena Kings today. There's going to be an MVL versus the Chess Engine Komodo match. Will you be in London for the World Championship? Asks Jonas. No, I will not. Who else will be commentating on VGTV? Asks Klukas. I don't know if I'm allowed to say. Yeah, probably I'm allowed to say. Yeah, but I don't want to do anything I'm not supposed to do. It's a top-heavy team. Let's put it like that. You will not be disappointed, I assure you. Let's do another game. Mix, also from Serbia, but not the same guy I was playing earlier. I have played e4. Let's see, what is he gonna do? Are you playing some live tourneys anytime soon? Asks Set the Trail. Yes, I'm playing the St. Louis Chess Club Full Classic. I'm playing together with a bunch of other people rated basically the same rating as me, around 2650. Uh, and um, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. One of the participants, I believe, is Eric Hansen, so there's going to be a nice streamer matchup right there. Sorte Blaga with the 4-month resub. Thank you. As I said, Kalukas, you will not be disappointed. The World Championship. When is that tournament? The St. Louis tournament is early October. It's like October 8 till 19 or something. From Lebanon, we have Stark Garayan. Okay, I'm gonna play b4 and then just castle. And we're gonna have this pawn structure where the Catalan bishop, the fianchetto bishop, is gonna be a very good piece. I hope. Okay, but what's next? How do we increase the pressure? I'm not entirely sure. I guess we try to get a rook to the d file. And that's best done by moving away the queen so that the d1 square opens up for the rook. And a5 is a very good reaction from him because queen b3 gave him the in-between move. A4. Actually, I have no idea what's going on. I guess I'm playing this one, but he could play this one. Okay, so he chooses knight d7. I'm not sure about that move. Could take. Okay, let's take it. Now the big question is, can I play rook d1? I'm gonna go with no and take this one. Maybe you can take this one. Then it's just incredibly messy. He takes with the queen. So he's hoping that this weakness is just as important, if not more important, than this weakness. And honestly, I have no idea which is true. And this is actually very complicated. I'm gonna say black is better. I think, yeah, because black has some access to squares with this knight. But if I were to get the knights removed, then white is better. G6, I don't like this move. I feel like he should have played F6. Now he gave up all control of the dark squares. But I guess I'm not in a position to exploit that right now. Maybe I can do E4. That's going to come as a surprise to him. But it might be a very effective move. Because if I can get my knight to E4, I'm threatening so many different things. Okay, he takes it. I think maybe he should have gone King G7. Yeah, because now I don't know if he blundered this. Knight D6, King D7, takes, check, takes back, takes. I guess that's not better for me. So I should go, yeah, I should do this move, attack here. And then he should go here. And I can even go take his H7 pawn. Yeah. I just want a pawn there. And his king remains in a precarious situation. Okay, so he's trying to say that I did not, in fact, win a pawn because of this threat. Okay, interesting. I guess he's going rook c5. And yes, very good move. King d3, very, very good move. If a4, then rook c4, and I have no way to protect this one. But now if he takes, I can just take back with the king. And now knight a5, a4, rook c4, rook f4. It's very good. Just as I said. Yeah, I could probably take this one, but I'm going to do this. It feels more accurate just keeping the pawns. And then there's no way to defend against this stuff. And he resigns. A good endgame right there. I would imagine playing accurate endgame blind is really difficult, says Ukiyama. I don't know. To me, the most difficult part is in middle games with unorthodox pawn structures or very uncommon themes. In endgames, I'm okay because as long as I haven't forgotten where any of the pieces are, I have everything under control because there's not that many pieces to keep track of. So I would say endgames to some degree is easier because there are less pieces to keep track of. I knew it was winning, says Lance. Yeah, I know. I was pretty happy with that. I think I showed some accurate technique. Okay, we have time for one last game, and then we're gonna leave it to Danny, who's doing commentary on the match between MVL and Komodo. What format is the board in your mind? Um, I guess it's 2D. I mean, you couldn't do a 3D board. That would just be massively confusing. How do you get this ability? Asks Hench. Well, you know, practice. Practice. It's always the it's always the thing about getting good. Um, yeah, I have played a lot of chess in my life, and I have played quite a bit of Blindfold as well. Is it the chess.com board? Asks Jonas. Uh, I don't have a specific board in my head, no. Okay, I really hate how popular these kind of things have become. Ah, the Henrik Carlson variation. Interesting. I always thought that was a joke, but it has genuinely become popular nowadays. So this is the Henrik Carlson variation. It's dubbed as such by Magnus Carlsen, the reigning world junior champion. No, the world champion. Sorry. Um, and yeah, he named this variation some 11 years ago when nobody ever played this. But as of the last couple of years, it has found some popularity. I get confused because, you know, Norway, we have two world champions. So sometimes I mix them up in my head. If I check, then knight c3 protects the bishop, Joe. Okay, so we have created a weakness in our opponent's camp. That's a good first step. But what's next? I'm going to go here, anticipating that he will play f5. And then it's good to have this rook on the same file as the queen. Yeah, I'm not too happy with my position. It's so easy to play for white, and I always wonder what I'm supposed to do against this. Black. Good for blitz, I guess. Yeah, I'm probably about to panic. Okay, first I'm going to do this. Trying to do this. And now we panic. Is there a blindfold World Chess Championship? Asks Hawaii Pizza. That's a very good question. No, the answer is no, there's not. But in the past, there was a tournament called the Amber Tournament in Monaco, and they organized a blindfold tournament. It was the only one of its kind, and unfortunately, they stopped the the patrons of that family. Um, I think it was something about it was called Melody Amber. The tournament was called that, and this rich couple who was sponsoring the tournament had a daughter named Melody Amber, and when she turned like 20, I think they stopped the tournaments or something. But anyway, there have been blindfold tournaments in the past, and I really, really hope that we will see more of those in the future because it's great fun. Okay, so I have spent quite a bit of time, not really accomplishing much with said time, and now I put my rook on e7, which is really not the optimal square, but it's what we're working with. Okay, I guess I'm gonna take this one if they're gonna let me. If he's gonna let me take his pawns, then I'm gonna take them. Okay. Okay, so let's do. Oh, my rook is already on b2. Um, let's do this then. And then this. There's a decent chance I'm about to get checkmated. But c'est la vie. Sometimes you get checkmated. Sometimes you get a new queen. And I'm hoping that my pawn on a6 is going to become a new queen in the future. Next up in my planning is queen c4. However, if he plays rook h2, I'm going to play bishop g7. You know what? Pretty much whatever he plays, I'm going to go bishop g7. He's taking his time. He's looking for the breakthrough, but I'm not sure it exists. Okay, that was unexpected. Can I not take this one? I'm very confused right now. Oh! He's taking this one. That is pretty dangerous. I really should have seen that coming. Okay, we got ourselves a ball game. Let's do this. Threatens checkmate. It's always good when your move threatens checkmate. Especially if your opponent has no way to defend himself. How does he defend? I'm not sure. He has to go back, then I exchange, and he takes back with the bishop. Good thinking. And then I'm gonna go around to have my rook support. Then possible bishop here, chasing the rook back. Let's include a check. In this move, I may have followed the wrong plan there. Yeah, I'm not sure about that plan. His king is very safe, and now he's going to do the re-maneuver. Yeah. Kind of scared of getting checkmated. I'm very scared of getting checkmated. But as long as I don't see a checkmate, I'm good. Okay, that's it. I win. The match between MVL and Danny is about to start. Do join me tomorrow as I play Blindfolded Bullet 1-minute chess in this same format against you, the viewers. So that's going to be exciting. For now, thank you everyone for watching, and bye-bye.